Hi, this is Oli Cantos here, and today's date is Monday, September 30th, 2013, and we are on the eve of a potential partial shutdown of the federal government. And in my day job, I actually am a federal government employee and working here in the Washington, D.C. area, and I've already clocked out. But it's interesting because I'm basically going to just shut this down, and I'm only just keeping this primarily for myself for now. Maybe someday I'll release this stuff, but because I'm not releasing anything publicly, I'm not releasing public information, but I'm basically shutting everything down. And it's interesting because this is more of like a video journal for myself, and it may be used for other purposes someday. But I'm getting my stuff together, and I don't know when I'll be back. The government is potentially about to shut down, quite literally, just like at the stroke of midnight tonight, and we don't know how long. Sorry, I'm going to put this down real quick. We don't know how long the government's going to shut down or anything. For all we know, this is a false alarm, but this could potentially last a while. So I'm just sort of recording this because I don't know if I will be back here in the capacity that I'm in now, in the same way, based on what else is happening for me. So I'm basically just shutting everything down. So I'm basically heading out now, and that's it. I've left everything behind. I don't have any more. I mean, I haven't taken any material with me. And interestingly, under federal law, I, as an employee deemed non-essential for shutdown purposes, I basically cannot even volunteer my services to the federal government, because it's literally a violation of federal law. So even if I want to continue to work, even if I'm not being paid, just because I want to continue to be of service, I can't. If I do, I'm subject to discipline, and I could get in really, really, really big trouble. But I'm literally on my floor. I'm the last to leave. Whew. Sorry about that. I fell down a step. I'm the last to leave here. I'm the last employee on my floor, and I just wanted to record this primarily for myself, possibly just for sharing with others someday. That this is what we get to go through as federal employees, where we just, when the time comes and we're considered non-essential, when we have to leave, we have to leave. And so I'm marking my moment of departure on the last day of this fiscal year, not knowing when I will be back. This could be a false alarm. I could be back tomorrow, because by midnight, members of Congress may already work out a deal. But if not, then I will be officially on furlough. And if that happens, then I'm not paid, and there's no realistic possibility that I will be paid or paid later for being furloughed, with being required not to work during this time period. But this is a long way of just saying that this is what many of us go through as federal employees. But the good thing is that for those of us who are who have other businesses, like in my case, I work with a prosperity team, which is part of a broader business, that when I actually have a business to work on the side that can really be of assistance to me, even during difficult times like these, with the government itself being potentially on partial shutdown. I'm really not worried about it. I feel that with whatever happens, that I'll be all right. But that's not because I don't care, but more because I have a business that is making some money to help cushion me and to help give me more freedom that that I would not have had I not been building a business of my own in the first place. So this is a brief video just to show all of you that, hey, you know, we all have difficult circumstances to face, but when we counter any potential negative situations by building our own businesses and working hard to build them successfully, then it's all right, because it means that building a business enables us to have other options. And in this case, if this marks the beginning of what could be several weeks or just a few days or whatever, and it results in a lower income to me, a lower income to me in addition to my freeze and pay that I've been experiencing as a federal employee over the past 2 years, well, hey, you know what? It ultimately will be all right, because I'm working proactively to create other options for myself. And you can do the same thing too. If you're in a situation where it's volatile, like this federal government situation where you just don't know, or if you're in the private sector and your particular niche within the private sector is contracting and rather than expanding, and that causes some economic uncertainty for yourselves, then building a successful online business may very well be your best option, not only for creating additional income, but also for creating a safety net for yourselves where you don't have to worry if things like this happen, because you have other sources of income. And then with your building it consistently because of the way that you're coached, then you'll end up being all right. In my case, thank goodness for the prosperity team, because of all of the things that I have at my disposal, with practically most of the business being run on autopilot, then it's just really an amazing thing. So for any of you just interested in looking for a change where your lives aren't just subjected to whatever external circumstances are just completely out of your control, I invite you right now to take action to get involved with us by just start off by clicking on the link below. It's not going to cost you anything. Just click on the link below, learn more about us and about the business that we're involved with, and get involved. Because when you create the kind of life where you have options and where you take control and you don't just wait for things to happen to you, but instead you find ways to do beyond just working for someone else. By working for yourselves and creating a business that can really work for you, then you can end up having an incredible sense of peace in knowing that whatever happens, you'll find a way to work it through. Okay, so those of you watching this, click on the link below. And just remember, whether you do or not, I want you to make sure to understand that your life and taking your life in control, in terms of taking control of your lives, it's all doable when you build your own business. When you consistently build and you persist, then it's.
Can you? I have a person trying to get.
Oh, I'm sorry. When you consistently work to build and you make life just really, really exciting because of the richness of promise and possibility, just the sky is the limit. So click on the link below, and that way, if you have difficult circumstances that are facing you economically, you won't feel like you're stuck, and you won't feel like, oh my gosh, there's nothing else I can do with my with life because these awful circumstances have happened and it's been too difficult for me to do anything about. Well, there is something you can do, and the thing that you can do is to build your own business and not wait simply by working for somebody else, but also create other options for yourselves, and doing so in a way that you just really love life, and you see life in abundance, and you see richness in abundance, no matter what the circumstances may be externally. So click on the link below, get involved with me, and let's just roll together. This is just going to be great. So you take good care, everybody, and God bless.